For the Tommies today, big note for Wisconsin, Lacey Eden not in the lineup day-to-day with an upper body injury, current NCAA leader in goals, so tied with Sophie Shirley for that mark. So that is a big loss for the Badgers, a little bit of a break for the Tommies. Take a look at our goaltenders for today's game for St. Thomas. Both teams have a different goaltender. Alexa Dobchuk in net for the Tommies, while Jane Gervais is in net for the Badgers. Looks like we're almost ready here for puck drop. Starting lineup. It's going to be first line forwards for St. Thomas, Bianchi, Monreen, and Solheim, as well as first line defense, Valario and Maxwell. Puck is dropped already. Some scrambling right there, and Sophie Shirley's going to come out with the puck on that one, racing into the offensive zone. Second line offense starting for the Badgers, Curl, Comfort, and Shirley, while the first line defense, La Montilla and Shayla Edwards is getting the start for Wisconsin. Wisconsin already put a little bit of pressure in early, going to rebound over here. La Montilla with it now. Passes up to the captain, Britta Curl. Curl looking to move the puck forward into the Tommy zone. This is Sophie Shirley right here. Shirley whiffed on what looked to be a wrister right there. St. Thomas trying to recover. Yesterday, the Badgers were so good on the forecheck. I felt like they were their best on defense in the forecheck rather than skating backwards. So we'll see if Mark Johnson elects to keep aggressive play here today. St. Thomas trying to get the puck into the Badger zone. This is Gabby Billing. She lost control of the puck, and Maddie Wheeler picks it up, but goes right back to St. Thomas. Woznovich try to get it out of the zone. Now this is Harvey. Harvey moving the puck up. Casey O'Brien. Long pass to Harvey, but they couldn't connect there. Badgers still have possession in the offensive zone here. Maddie Wheeler now behind the net. Looking for a lane to pass it. Can't find anything, but the Badgers still have possession. This is O'Brien. O'Brien, a little bit of a giveaway there, but the Badgers try to recover nicely. Maxwell gets it out of the zone, so the Badgers will reset. Now this is Shayla Edwards. Edwards playing in her 100th career game as a Badger and collegiate student, so that's a big accomplishment for her. Really been a staple of this Wisconsin defense for the last few years. Jurgensen tries to slide that one forward. This is Parent trying to fight with Shayla Edwards that time, but Shayla Edwards going to win that battle and get it out of the zone. Bad turnover that time around. Katie Kotlowski has it now. Kotlowski looking to just regain possession. Is going to go all the way back to Gervais. She pushes that one aside nicely. Both these teams coached by a Johnson. Mark Johnson for the Badgers. Joel Johnson for St. Thomas. Both Olympic coaches as well. So for St. Thomas, only their second year here in Division I play, but feels like they got their guy, a really experienced head coach in Joel Johnson. Badgers trying to move this one forward. Layla Edwards now. Edwards just pokes it behind the net, trying to keep that puck in the offensive zone. That time, that was a bad whiff from Emma Larson, and Britta Curl's going to recover. Curl driving towards the net, looking for a lane. That one's going to get blocked away.
Good setup right there from Britta Curl. Wasn't able to capitalize on it, but was looking for almost a one-timer there. Had Comfer skating up. Couldn't connect, though.
Curl, the senior, the captain of this Badger squad this year. She's been making an impact early on. Badgers recover in their defensive zone and look to break out. This is Comfer, the transfer. Comfer moving into the offensive zone, pivots, steps back for La Montilla, wrist shot. Stopped nicely there by Alexa Dobchuk, the first time she's been tested today. Let's take a look at the goaltenders for today's matchup. Alexa Dobchuk didn't get the start last night, getting it tonight. Good numbers, but there is some room for improvement. Last season, a .448 goals against average, 89.7% save percentage. Badgers win the faceoff. They have it in their offensive zone. Britta Curl out there. La Mentilla now. Cross ice pass all the way to Bookbinder. Bookbinder wrists her on goal, but that one's going to get blocked before it reaches the net. Covered nicely from St. Thomas. They're trying to break it out here. That time, Lauren Stensley couldn't get a good grip on it, so she turned it over, but a couple turnovers now. Ooh, what a defensive play that time around from Maddie Wheeler, being really aggressive in the offensive zone.
We're starting to see some nice aggression here from the Badgers, trying to retain that dominance that they had last night and also during their last series with Lindenwood. They outscored their opponents in that series 16-0.
Badgers, after that first loss to Penn State to open up this season, they have been rolling ever since. You were talking about that Lindenwood series. The Badgers outshot Lindenwood 139-14 through those two games.
I was on commentary for both of those games, and they were as one-sided as they can be.
Badgers win the faceoff again. Caroline Harvey fighting for it now. It's going to go out to Casey O'Brien. O'Brien looking towards the net, makes a move and retains possession of the puck. Wheeler Behind the net, looking for a pass. Shayla Edwards, cross-ice pass to O'Brien. It just misses the net.
Great cross right there by Edwards. Wasn't able to capitalize it again for Casey O'Brien, but just what a pass. What an offensive effort. Badgers really just trying to maintain the puck in St. Thomas's zone, trying to not get any defense back there.
O'Brien behind the net, looking for a lane to pass it. Going to take it herself right here. O'Brien tries to make a nice move there. It's going to be turned over by Sarah Woznovich, but Caroline Harvey will recover it nicely. O'Brien yet again. This is the first line offense for Wisconsin, as well as second line defense. Harvey with a pass to O'Brien. Harvey collected her 7th assist of the season last night. Slapper on goal, she scores! Layla Edwards gets the goal for the Badgers. It's her 3rd of the season, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Badgers.
Layla Edwards perfectly set up there, passing it back and forth. Woznovich to Harvey with the shot on goal, and Edwards just getting a great pass there. Edwards getting a shot in right into the bottom left corner of that net. Badgers up 1-0 with 15:27 left in the first period.
Such a key for the Badgers, get on top early. We talked about Shayla Edwards playing in her 100th career game. It's the little sister, Layla Edwards, the freshman, getting the Badgers on top here. So the Badgers win the faceoff. They'll reset. St. Thomas trying to get some pressure on the forecheck here, but the Badgers are handling it nicely. There is the goal scorer, Edwards. Misplayed that a little bit, but gets it out of the zone. Slings it up all the way for. This is Claire Enright. Enright with jungle. She shoots, but that one's blocked away nicely by Dobchuk.
Nice block there by Dobchuk. Enright, who we detailed it at the beginning of the game, scored a goal last night. True freshman from Farmington, Minnesota. Has looked so good so far this season. Had a great opportunity there, but just a great block by Dobchuk to keep this a 1-0 game.
Yeah, Enright, she played for Team USA at the IIHF Under-18 Women's World Championship. That was actually here at LeBon Arena. Fans already getting loud. Just about 5 minutes into the first period. 3 shots on goal. One of them went in the net for Wisconsin. No shots on goal yet for St. Thomas. Badgers win the faceoff yet again. This is Berta Curl. Curl slides it over to O'Brien. Now Harvey. Back to O'Brien with a lane. Down low for Curl. Tic-tac-toe, but they can't connect. Harvey now. Rebound. This is Comfer. Shot on goal. Gloved nicely there by Dobchuk.
Nice save right there by Dobchuk. A lot of interesting offensive passing from the Badgers. They're desperate to just keep it in that zone. They've excelled so far. Just maintaining the quick passes. It's really just taking St. Thomas's defense off their game here.
The Badgers love to use their speed and physicality on the forecheck. You're seeing it early. They win yet another faceoff. Edwards, now Harvey. Harvey slides it across the ice down low again. They're setting up the same play. Shot on goal. Stopped aside by Dobchuk. Edwards with the recovery. Harvey back. Harvey slides it to Comfer. Back to Harvey. Slap shot. Deflected away from the net. Badgers trying to keep it in the zone. Nice job from St. Thomas to clear it, but Badgers recover nicely. Comfer. Cross-ice pass to O'Brien. Feels like this line has been on the ice a lot early in this game. Mark Johnson definitely electing to use that. Great hit that time from Jessie Comfer. Now she has it behind the net. They're just going to reset their offensive possession. Bookbinder.
Comfer's been so good so far for the Badgers. Great hit right there, just crucial to retaining that possession in the zone.
This is Comfer right here. Comfer trying to look for a lane out in front. Can't find anything. Stopped aside by Dobchuk, and they're going to freeze it. Badgers, man, that puck is staying in the offensive zone. When's the first time Jane Gervais is going to be tested here?
You know, I think back to Lindenwood, their last series, and it really wasn't until the 3rd period that Badgers started lightening up in the 2nd game of that series. And keep in mind, the score at that point was 7-0, so it could be very well a while here.
Badgers get possession off the faceoff once again. La Montilla to Bookbinder. Back to La Montilla. Sliding around the blue line are the Badgers. Sophie Shirley, NCAA leading goals, tied with it for now. Casey O'Brien to La Montilla. Bookbinder once again. Badgers being very patient in the offensive zone. You love to see it on the power play here it looks like. And Badgers took a shot on goal. Wheeler now to Bookbinder. Badgers setting this up nicely. La Montilla looking for a lane. Bookbinder, tic-tac-toe, no good there.
They had Sims right in front of the net there. It's clearly the design and just couldn't come together.
Back out towards the blue line. Bookbinder. La Montilla shot on goal, deflected away. Back at even strength are the two teams. 6 shot on goals for Wisconsin, none yet for St. Thomas. Now St. Thomas looking to break it out. This is Solheim. Solheim makes a move, but she gets stuffed by LaMantia, and the Badgers are going to go the other way with it. Wozniewicz, 2-on-2 up the ice. Wozniewicz, wrist shot, she scores!
Great play right there. Sarah Wozniewicz showing that speed, that breakaway, once again into that lower left corner. Lord knows if that might be a weakness of Dobchuk so far in this game, because both pucks went in exactly the same way. Great goal, 2-0 Badgers.
Wozniewicz's second goal of the season, second goal in as many nights for Sarah Wozniewicz, the 2021 WCHA Co-Rookie of the Year, making an impact early in the season for Wisconsin. So already 2-0 Badgers, as they're going to keep on adding pressure throughout the course of this game. They win another faceoff, but St. Thomas finds a way to get it into their offensive zone. Kotlowski with the puck. Slides on up for Helgeson. And Helgeson with a quick pass over. This is Marianne Picard. Now Emma McCauley has it for St. Thomas, looking to find a way to break out, but look at the forecheck for Wisconsin. They are suffocating. This is Mary Zavarol. Zavarol battling Kotlowski, but Kotlowski wins that one. The puck's loose almost in front of the net there, and we have a whistle now. .12:05 left to go in the first period, 2-0 Wisconsin. Wisconsin has had 5 face-off wins. St. Thomas with 3 so far, 7 shots on goal for Wisconsin, and still 0. St. Thomas wins that face-off in the offensive zone. Shot deflected up and above the net. St. Thomas recovers nicely, though. This is Promersberger. She's going to send that one out, back to her, and a little bit of a misplay there. Vivian Jungle's trying to take advantage of that, and she does. Couldn't get it out of the zone, however. Shot on goal, but that one stuffed away nicely. Katie Kotlowski got the block there and the rebound, and now it's Helgeson. Cross-ice pass all the way up. This is Grace Shirley after her 2-goal performance last night. Just going to dump it in and change lines.
Great line change there for the Badgers. Oh,
what
great.
An interception from LaMantia. Shot on goal, stopped aside by Dobchuk.
And so one thing I've noticed so far this year, Max, is Nicole LaMantia has one of the most pretty slap shots, but also one of the most effective slap shots in women's hockey that I've seen recently.
LaMantia can do it all. A great offensive defensewoman. Bookbinder trying to keep it in the zone. She does so. Kirsten Sims now looking for a lane. Tries to find a pass. Couldn't go through. LaMantia stopped away from Dobchuk. Layla Edwards now. Tends out Bookbinder. Shot on goal deflected, but it's going to be gloved aside by Dobchuk. Dobchuk's been tested early, but although there's 2 goals, she's looked pretty all right so far.
Yeah, she's made a few really good glove saves so far. It does appear that her weakness so far is obviously that lower left post, but at the same time, the glove saves have been crucial for the St. Thomas team, and she's done really well with them.
5-4 on faceoffs in favor of the Badgers. Make it 6-4 now. Badgers trying to move the puck around. Loose puck in front of the net. This is Comfer. Badgers just with crisp passing in the offensive zone here today. Cross-ice pass. Caroline Harvey, the freshman. Looking for another pass there. Edwards back to Harvey. Harvey on goal, and that one's in! I don't think Dobchuk saw it.
I don't think she did either, Max. And listen, I was going to tell you earlier, right before the game, but I forgot. The one player on the Badgers that I've been constantly impressed with this season, Caroline Harvey. True freshman, Salem, New Hampshire. She's been so good for the Badgers.
Caroline Harvey with the first goal of her collegiate career, her 8th point of the season. She's been so good at the blue line, just passing the puck. She finally gets one to fall into the net, and the Badgers are pouring it on early, 3-0. They win another faceoff now. Comfer into the offensive zone. Jesse Comfer with a shot down. Curl on net. The fight in front of it, loose puck. It's going to get out and out of the zone. Curl with a beautiful opportunity that time around, but gloved aside or stopped aside by Dobchuk. Now Comfer back in.
Great pass right there by Jesse Comfer. Behind the back.
Puck out in front, loose puck, no one knows where it is. Jungles tried to take advantage of it, but couldn't do so. Now the puck back in the Badgers' defensive zone here. That's Monreen fighting for it, but Wheeler's going to end up having it. Now Wozniewicz sends it out to O'Brien. Badgers breaking out. O'Brien into the offensive zone, now behind the net. O'Brien just showcasing the speed right there. Maddie Wheeler has her back. Tough no-look pass from Maddie Wheeler that time, and Anna Solheim's going to intercept it. Solheim could not get past Vivian Jungles. And that's the defense we've been talking about. Wisconsin has always been able to shoot the puck, but the defense this year looks like it's just on a different level than most of their opponents.
Absolutely. They've been almost perfect this season. I believe they've actually been perfect at home this season. I don't think they've let up a single goal thus far.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And they're up 3-0 early in this game. Now there's a shot, but it's deflected by her own teammate, and Wisconsin's going to try to recover. Gervais might get tested here. Loose puck out in front still, but no one can get a handle on it, and the Badgers are going to get it away from danger.
Great job clearing it there by Casey O'Brien.
Oh, shot on goal that time around, stopped aside by Jane Gervais. So first real test for her. She covers up, and there's going to be a face-off.
Absolutely.
Caroline Harvey getting that goal, the first of her collegiate career. Badgers just pouring it on right now. 14 shots to still technically 0. That last one might count, however. Face-off win for St. Thomas that time around. They try to just shoot it on net, but it gets deflected aside. Race for the rebound. La Mantilla trying to tie up her opponent there. Now Grace Shirley. Shirley just gets it out of the zone, and St. Thomas will reset. This is Lauren Stensley. Stensley fighting with Marianne Picard, and Picard's going to win that battle. Bookbinder sends it on out. That's Picard again, and she just dumps it into the zone. Goaltender coming all the way out for that one. And she's going to try to clear it. Now they get it out of the zone. Picard just resetting. Badgers back on offense here. Stopped nicely aside by some St. Thomas. Picard losing her footing there. La Mantilla is going to have it at the blue line. Keeps it in the zone. Nicely done. Helgeson all the way around the boards. Let it go to Bookbinder. Shot on goal. Deflected aside. Now Stensley has it for St. Thomas. Trying to break it out. Stensley up the middle of the ice facing 3 Badgers. Just going to shoot that one on goal. Gervais couldn't get a handle on it, but the rebound goes aside. Been an extremely fun game so far if you're a Badgers fan. That puck almost loose in front of the net, and Promersberger has a chance there, stopped aside by Gervais.
What a play there by Gervais.
Great heads-up awareness to get that poke check there from Jane Gervais, as La Mantilla is going to try to push it around the boards. Kept in nicely that time for St. Thomas. This is Hartung with a shot on goal, pushed away by Gervais. Wisconsin, this is where they looked a little bit shaky yesterday in their own defensive zone, but now look at this. Claire Enright hustling up all the way towards the Tommy net, eliminates the icing. Enright getting shoved into the boards there. Badgers trying to get it out from behind the net. Kirsten Sims now in front of the net. Chance, but pushed away nicely from St. Thomas. Layla Edwards was right in front.
There was a good chance right there for Layla Edwards to get her second of the night.
Shayla Edwards in front. No good there. Now Layla again. Gets it out of the zone, but Caroline Harvey still has possession. Layla Edwards back to Harvey. Harvey back skating. Nice move that time around. Harvey in front of the net. Puck loose in front of the net, but it's stopped and gloved by Dobchuk to freeze the puck.
What a game so far.
This has been a ton of fun, that's for sure. Second season for St. Thomas at the D1 level. They were 5-27-1 last year, 0-1 so far this year. Still just trying to figure out, but this is a tough opening weekend matchup against the 5th-ranked Badgers.
Oh, absolutely. When you're playing a team with like the pedigree of the Badgers, it's just always going to be tough. But for your second season in D1, borderline impossible.
Loose puck in front of the net again. Britta Curl with an opportunity, but yet Dobchuk gets her glove on it once again. Feels like faceoffs have been extremely key for the Badgers, too. They've won 8. St. Thomas has won 5, but whenever the Badgers win a faceoff in the offensive zone, it feels like they're just setting up easily.
Absolutely. I think it's a lot of, as we touched on earlier, the experience of the Badgers to just be in D1 versus St. Thomas here. They just got a lot more experience playing at this level. It's just a lot less anxiety for them. Comes a lot clearer.
Looks like it's mostly the top line out there for St. Thomas. Now Haley Maxwell might head to the bench. Referees are having a discussion with the St. Thomas bench right now, talking about certain subs on and off the ice. Looks like now they're all set up, so offensive zone faceoff for Wisconsin. They're going to win it. Britta Curl passes it back, and then Shayla Edwards that time just gets it in behind the net. Sophie Shirley utilizing the wheels right here, trying to find a lane to get that puck on net. Shayla Edwards shot on goal. That one deflected wide.
So Sophie Shirley, who might just be the fastest player on the Badgers right now.
Shot on goal. Jessie Comfer with a beautiful opportunity, but how about the reflexes from Alexa Dobchuk?
Great play there by Dobchuk. Great save. But Sophie Shirley just using that speed, circling almost like a predator circling her prey, just waiting for the moment, perfectly getting a crossover to Comfer, but Dobchuk just with a wonderful save.
So yet again, another offensive zone faceoff for Wisconsin. Casey O'Brien wins that one. Mason Toff now at the blue line. Wozniewicz back behind the net towards O'Brien. O'Brien trying to get rid of her defender there. Wozniewicz also fighting for it. Now Mason Toft back to Wozniewicz behind the net. In front of the net, and Dobchuk makes a great heads-up save there. Looked like that one might have deflected off of Allie Monreen of St. Thomas.
Yeah, I believe it deflected off of her skate, if I'm not incorrect. But just another heads-up play by Dobchuk. I know that St. Thomas is down 3-0 here, but Dobchuk has been great so far, just with a bunch of heads-up plays.
O'Brien with another face-off win that time around. She's going to get the puck there. Grace Shirley now misplays the puck. St. Thomas looking to take advantage here, but Shirley gets it back. Now on to Mason Toft. Wozniewicz skating towards the blue line, looking for some space. Katie Kotlaski. She's just going to dump that one in behind the net. Casey O'Brien trying to race for it. Now Grace Shirley in there. Pass it back out along the boards. Looks like Allie Paul's going to come away with it for St. Thomas. St. Thomas looking to break out now. Maya Almick gets that one into the zone. Mason Toft racing for it. She's going to get it there. Layla Edwards. Off to O'Brien. O'Brien gets past her defender, has a lane. O'Brien passes it to Enright, but that one gets stopped aside nicely.
That was some great footwork there by O'Brien, showing that initiative, showing that fighting spirit right there. Getting up on the boards.
LaMontia with a slap shot. That one just misses the net. Bookbinder passes it in front. Kirsten Sims. The Badgers' rotation in the offensive zone is something to behold, that is for sure. Bookbinder, LaMontia. Pass it to Sims again. Sims looking for a lane to shoot. Just going to pass it off. Enright with a backhand shot deflected on net, but stopped away by Dobchuk, and it's in! I think that was Nicole LaMontia with the heads-up play to get that puck in the back of the net.
Yeah, great heads-up play by LaMontia there. Yeah, the shot, obviously, but just deflect. I think it was in Dobchuk between her legs, and it just kind of popped out. LaMontia with a great heads-up play before they could get a stoppage on it, just putting it into the back of the net, and now it's 4-0 Wisconsin, still in the first period.
18 shots on goal with 4 minutes and 33 seconds left for the Badgers. They are looking dominant in the first period of this game. LaMontia tries to get that one in the offensive zone, recover nicely. This is Lauren Stensley now. Stensley looking for Promersberger, but instead it's going to be Bookbinder. Puck dumped into the offensive zone of St. Thomas. Bookbinder trying to find a way to get it out of there. LaMontia now. LaMontia slides that one up the ice. Sophie Shirley racing for it with Emma Larson. Shirley trying to lay a hit. Now Picard. This one's taken nicely by Stensley. Good heads-up awareness from Caroline Harvey, but Stensley recovers. Stensley 1-on-4, shot on net, stopped away by Gervais.
And so while it's been a very offense-heavy game for the Badgers, Stensley's constantly been impressing me with her footwork and just with her speed. So quick to get down to that Badgers zone. Had 1 or 2 shots on goal earlier.
Helgeson, that one stopped aside. Dobchuk plays that almost out of the zone, but kept in by Wozniewicz. Wozniewicz, cross-ice pass. Shayla Edwards now. Edwards with a shot on goal, deflected wide of the net. Picard with a rebound opportunity, but Dobchuk's going to dive on it. Man, this Badgers offense is unrelenting. 20 shots on goal, 3 minutes, 26 left to go in the first. Nicole LaMontia with the latest goal for the Badgers. Kirsten Sims with an assist as well. For LaMontia, that's her second goal of the season, her 5th point as well. St. Thomas with a faceoff win that time, just able to get it out of the zone.
Yeah, Shayla Edwards trying to retain it in the zone there. Couldn't make it work.
Looks like it's going to be offsides that time. Wozniewicz just couldn't really handle it right around the blue line. So, Matt, you might have noticed last week against Lindenwood and this week again against St. Thomas, when the Badgers are back-checking, they are not nearly as good as when they're forward-checking. They love to be on the front foot, play aggressive, and make the game fast for St. Thomas.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what the Badgers have really excelled as under the foresight of Mark Johnson this year. But just, we saw all last week against Lindenwood, 16-0. The goals speak for themselves, but just really maintaining that offensive dominance, just keeping it, front checking, keeping it, in the opponent's zone as opposed to their zone, and just keeping that constant offensive presence.
Look at the speed of Comfort's shot on goal, blocked aside by Dobchuk. Wozniewicz with it in the offensive zones. Billing lost a stick. Pass over to Curl. Looks like there's going to be a penalty coming up. We'll see who this one is on. I believe it might be. Not sure. It looks like everyone's skating back to their own bench here.
Looks like they're calling a slash here on Curl.
That's the captain, Britta Curl, there with the slashing penalty. So 2 minutes in the box for her. We're going to see the first chance for St. Thomas on the power play today.
Yeah, this is going to be a big moment for St. Thomas. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first period here. If they want to put up some points, they really should try to do it now. They got the man up. They got the power play. Go for it.
St. Thomas 0 for on the power play last night. Only managed 9 shots on goal throughout the entire game. They're looking to change that around here. Monreen with a shot, blocked aside nicely by Grace Shirley. What an effort there. Pass out in front. Haley Maxwell's shot on goal, stopped aside by Jane Gervais.
Great save by Gervais. And just even before that, like you touched on it quickly, it happened pretty quick, but Grace Shirley, what a save there.
This team skates hard no matter who they are playing. They love to come away with wins. They love to dominate games, and blocking is a big part of that. Wisconsin with a face-off win, trying to get it just out of the zone, but St. Thomas, nice job keeping possession. Vivian Jungles now trying to clear that one out. She does so semi-successfully. Now St. Thomas just going to try to dump it back in. Jungles behind the net for Bookbinder. Bookbinder looking to find a lane, but Maxwell's going to stop that one along the boards, and then Wisconsin's going to get it out. Minute 18 seconds left on the power play. Berta Curl in the penalty box. Oh, what a play that time from Claire Enright. Puts it out in front of the net, but no one was there to receive the pass.
Enright has just been so good so far today. So aggressive. Always on offense, always willing to play aggressive.
Lucy Bianchi dancing backhand on goal, stopped aside by Gervais. Shayla Edwards now. Edwards slides that one all the way down the ice. Less than a minute to go on the Badger penalty kill. St. Thomas looking to break it out from behind their own net. This is Gabby Billing. Billing slides it on up for Promersberger. Over to Hartung. Hartung, that one stopped away nicely by Sims. Now Sims just got to clear it. Gets it out of the zone. Looks for a pass to Shirley, and Shirley's one-on-one now. The NCAA's leading goal scorer with a backhand shot on goal, but that one's going to be stopped nicely from Dobchuk.
It's almost like Max out of nothing, Sophie Shirley can just get these openings going. It's just she can make anything into an opportunity. She's been so crucial to the Badgers so far this season, but just once again showing her speed, showing her awareness, and nearly coming away with a goal shorthanded.
St. Thomas wins that faceoff. 23 seconds left on the power play for the Tommies. Clough with it now, trying to break out of her own end. Off to Billing. Billing into the offensive zone now, gives it off to Hartung. Hartung looking around, looking for a lane here. Can't find anything, cut off nicely by the Badgers. Now it's St. Thomas just moving it over. Maddie Clough. Clough looking for a lane. Going to give that one off. Shot on goal. Stopped aside by Gervais. Less than a minute to go in the first period. Back at even strength for both sides here. Marianne Picard looking to move it up. Britta Curl now with it. Now back to Picard. Picard, backhand shot on goal. And that one stopped aside by Dobchuk.
You saw Britta Curl come out of the penalty box, and it was honestly near perfect timing. Puck was nearly at her. That could have been a breakaway for the Badgers had she gotten that puck right in front of her as she came out.
It's so incredible to watch. As soon as the Badgers are off the penalty kill, they just find ways to get that puck in the offensive zone and get pucks on net. And look at that, they win another faceoff right here. Wozniewicz, shot deflected aside. Now Layla Edwards with an opportunity. Wozniewicz now. That one deflected aside. Good job by St. Thomas just getting in front of pucks here with about 20 seconds to go in the period. Fight at mid-ice right now. Mason Topp's going to come away with it, and that's going to be a penalty. Looks like Layla Edwards is going to get the tripping call for 2 minutes. So the Badgers will end this period on the penalty kill and start the second on it as well. Second power play opportunity of the day for St. Thomas. So the tripping on Layla Edwards. Sees the Badgers on the penalty kill with 12 seconds to go. Tie up on the face-off shot, but deflected aside. Vivian Jungle's just trying to get that out of the zone, but good job by St. Thomas to keep it in there. Out in front of the net, but Bookbinder handles that one as well. And that looks like it's going to do it here in the first period. 4-0 in favor of the Badgers. 23 shots on goal as opposed to just 6 for the Tommies. And Matt, what stood out to you in that first period?
Yeah, I think once again, Max, just that offensive dominance from Wisconsin, keeping it in St. Thomas's zone. And just for Alexa
questioning that in between periods, seeing who would come out, if it would be Dobchak or Mara or even Maggie Malecha, but looks like Joe Johnson's going to stick with Dobchak here as the second period is underway. Wisconsin winning the faceoff that time around. La Mantilla will get it in her own zone and just swing that one out of there. Look at Jesse Comfer race for that one back there. Again, once again, St. Thomas starting the period on the power play here. So they're going to have a 5-on-4 advantage. Bookbinder that time clearing it all the way back down once again. St. Thomas 0 for 1 so far on the power play. Same with the Badgers. This is St. Thomas's second as they're looking to break out of their own zone here. Long up ice pass for Bianchi, but Bianchi couldn't get a great handle on it. Now Monreen's racing into the zone. Monreen slides that one around the boards, picks it up herself. Now looking for a lane to pass it to. Bang pass off the boards that time around to Bianchi, but nice play there from Bookbinder. St. Thomas allowed to keep that in the zone. Bookbinder again. Fighting with Solheim that time around. Solheim's going to come up with it. Solheim looking to pass it over to Billing, but Comfer got in the way of that one, and Maddie Clough keeps it in the zone.
Great play by Clough just to keep that puck in the zone, but now it is cleared.
La Mantilla with the clearance that time around. 40 seconds left on the power play for St. Thomas to start off this second period of play.
And so this has really been the Badgers' point-scoring line, but also easily their best line here. Wise to have them out right now to kill the rest of this power play.
Good chance here for Hartung in front of the net. That one's going to fall into the net, and they score.
And so that's the first goal of the year in Le Bon for an opposing team, and that's Gabby Billing, the grad student from Rogers, Minnesota, for St. Thomas, putting it in right behind Gervais off of a rebound. Finally, St. Thomas has some points on the board here.
What a big goal for Gabby Billing and the St. Thomas Tommies. For Gabby Billing, her first goal of the season. Scored 6 goals last year. She's a Dartmouth transfer as well, so in her first season with St. Thomas, she gets their first goal of their season. So it's a power play goal for St. Thomas, and now back at even strength, Badgers going to look to take advantage and try to come back in this period. Harvey off the faceoff. Just slings that one into the zone. Layla Edwards racing after it. Edwards finds a way to get that puck back, but good job from St. Thomas and Gabby Billing again to just try to clear that one out. Wow, kept in really
Great
nicely
play.
that time. Kirsten Sims in front of the net, looks for a pass, still loose in front of the net. Layla Edwards with an opportunity, but good collapse defense from St. Thomas.
What a play there by Sims. Wasn't able to put it together, but just great stick work there.
Now Wisconsin set up in the offensive zone, looking to have some good rotation. Shayla Edwards just dumps it in behind the net. Trying to get it to her sister Layla Edwards that time, but they couldn't connect. Now St. Thomas fighting for it. Bunch of bodies over by the far boards. Eventually St. Thomas looks like they're going to get possession with it. This is Gabby Billing. Off to Hartung. Hartung trying to get out of the zone. Almost wasn't able to, but there she goes. Now trying to get to Promersberger, but intercepted nicely that time from Woznovich. Woznovich to O'Brien. O'Brien looking for one in front of the net, but it goes wide. Edwards keeps it in the zone nicely. Now Woznovich does the same thing. O'Brien along the far side, looking for a space out in front, and Maddie Wheeler puts it in.
That's a bingo. 5 on the board there, and your team captain just gets a good pass over to Maddie Wheeler. Maddie Wheeler with her first points of the night.
Maddie Wheeler with her 4th goal of the season. Against Lindenwood, she scored 3 goals. Didn't get one last night, but now showing off here today. The junior from Earnsville, Ontario, has a ton of experience. The reigning WCHA Forward of the Week, looking to have a repeat performance of that. It's now 5-1 Badgers, and early on, we've seen 2 goals this period. Sophie Shirley now has it. Trying to get into the zone, unable to do so. Now Comfer. Comfort, what a great play there from Maggie Jurgensen. Just intercept that one, and now Jurgensen's going to take it into the offensive zone, looking for some space. Shot on goal. Gervais, it's loose in front of the net, but it was whistled as frozen. Referee that time couldn't see it. Gervais didn't get a great handle on it. The Badgers catch a break. Eight shots on goal for St. Thomas, 24 for Wisconsin as they lead 5-1. Going to be a defensive zone face-off for the Badgers.
Bria Parent slowed to get up there, too. Just went over to the bench, but it's interesting to monitor that for the future.
Yeah, hopefully she's okay. Once again, Lacey Eden out for the Badgers tonight, one of the NCAA's leading goal scorers this year early on. It's a big loss, but the offense has looked just as good so far today. Katie Kotlowski trying to dump that one in on net. And now Sophie Helgeson. Helgeson in front of the net, but no one was there to get the pass. Mary Zavarol now trying to get that out of their defensive zone. Bookbinder racing to it, as well as Hartong, but Bookbinder's going to win that race now, played along the boards. Grace Shirley clears that one out of the zone.
It's interesting to see St. Thomas is taking a much more aggressive approach here. They're playing pretty conservatively in the first period, just not really aggressing on offense, trying to maintain a strong defensive back, but obviously we see how that worked out with the 4-0 spread. Now they're playing a lot more aggressively, and the Badgers are going to be looking like they're meeting their match here.
Badgers just trying to hold on to the lead in the second period. They have a 4-goal cushion to work with. That was a shot on goal that time from Valario, but Grace Shirley got in front of that one. Helgeson now. Helgeson just sends it back behind the net. Bookbinder plays it along the boards. Shirley with a nice tip out of the defensive zone. Picard with a great tie-up that time to get the puck. Picard in the offensive zone now. She's going to sling that one cross ice, but no one was there. Shirley playing on the forecheck here. Picard as well. St. Thomas just trying to get it out of their zone, and they can't do so. Shot on net, blocked aside nicely from Dobchuk. Picard behind the net, looking for a lane. Dobchuk had to play that with her stick. But yet again, gets it away from danger for St. Thomas. Badgers still with possession in the offensive zone. Rotating the puck really nicely around. That one gets stopped aside in front of the net as well. Marianne Picard. That one played nicely from Monreen, the starting line center for St. Thomas.
Yeah, Monreen's been at the center of a lot of defensive effort here for St. Thomas. She had a few really good blocks, a few really good checks here.
Kirsten Sims with some space. That one blocked aside beautifully from Dobchuk. Sims tried to go top shelf that time around. Sims again. Sims with some speed, looking for a pass, but Edwards just couldn't get it. Edwards with a nice defensive play there, picking up. And now St. Thomas going to take over possession here. This is Monreen. Monreen off the boards into the offensive zone, trying to play it for Bianchi, but Gervais just going to slide that one up. Claire Enright trying to get it out of the zone, but Gabby Billing kept it in front of the net. Hartung saved Gervais. And Gervais pushes that one aside.
Great save by Gervais.
St. Thomas with some possession in the offensive zone now. That's Promersberger off to Hartung. Hartung shot on goal, gloved away by Gervais, and the puck is frozen. Gervais getting tested almost midway through the second period. 14:36 left to go. Wisconsin, over the last 6 seasons, they're now 99-6-7 at home. Working with a 4-goal cushion here. Trying to get to 100 wins over the last 6 seasons here at LeBon Arena. One of the best arenas in college hockey. As that one sent a long ways up the ice, but Wozniewicz races to it to prevent the icing. Wozniewicz now falls to her knees, gives it off to Wheeler. Wheeler in a battle right there with Billing. Wheeler trying to just out-muscle Billing, and she does so. Badgers retain possession. Wozniewicz try to get a pass in front of the net. Now Shayla Edwards has it. Edwards just slides it up. Allie Paul with it for St. Thomas. Now Badgers just fighting alongside the boards, trying to keep the puck in. Edwards with a nice play that time around. O'Brien with some space tries to slide it to Wozniewicz, but great stop from Emma McCauley. Badgers rotating now. Wozniewicz, shot on goal. That one stopped aside by Dobchuk.
There was an opportunity there for Wheeler, but his stick was caught up in the skate of a Tommy's player.
I believe it might have been Gabby Billing on that defensive play. Really smart play from her. But the Badgers still with possession, getting a change in. Shayla Edwards once again to Sophie Shirley. Shirley with some space, looks for a pass. Out in front, O'Brien stopped aside by Allie Paul. Edwards trying to find a way to get that puck back in the offensive zone, and she does so. O'Brien's going to go off for a change, and what a great offensive shift, even though the Badgers couldn't come away with much. Caroline Harvey, we highlighted her at the intermission. She's been spectacular with some space. Harvey with a shot on goal, stopped aside there by Dobchuk. Sophie Shirley now. Shirley looking for space, try to get to Comfer, but stopped aside, loose in front of the net, and Dobchuk dives on it. 1 goal aside here in this second period. We have a shootout here at LeBon Arena. Nothing new for these Badgers. They are so good on the offensive end, and it really, we've talked about it a lot, but it deserves to be admired. It really just plays off of the forecheck.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at the shots on goal right now. Wisconsin at 27, St. Thomas with 10. You know, the disparity there is very, very evident. Wisconsin just been so strong with putting the pressure on St. Thomas and just staying in their zone, retaining possession, retaining an offensive front here.
Look at that. Wisconsin regains possession yet again, but nice play that time from Maya Almick to get the puck back in their offensive zone for St. Thomas. Vivian Jungles slides alongside the boards. Jesse Comfer's racing to it. Comfer gets tied up that time pretty nicely. That was Parent right there for St. Thomas on the defensive play. Comfer gets it back, however. Shirley back off to Comfer. Comfer, the Boston University transfer. Looking to just utilize the speed there. Makes a nice play. The captain, Britta Curl, with a pass out in front, and Shirley couldn't handle it. Shirley, that's going to be a penalty on her, it looks like. Going to be called for a tripping. Third power play of the game for St. Thomas. Badgers going to go on the penalty kill right here, excuse me. St. Thomas 0 for 2 so far today on the power play. Excuse me, 1 for 2 on that power play.
Yeah, another thing that if you're a Badgers fan, you might want to be, a little bit worried here is that, with that goal coming at that power play, obviously it's going to put them at an advantage, but also I did catch, I don't think anything big, but Jessie Comfort did come off the ice holding her right arm. So we shall see what that factors into.
Face-off win for the Badgers. They're going to try to clear it out, and they do so. Nice play from Maddie Wheeler that time around. Wisconsin's the #1 team so far this season in goals. They came into today with 26 goals as a team. The next closest, University of Minnesota Duluth, with 16. That time, St. Thomas with a play in front of the net, but O'Brien's going to try to clear it out. Nicole Valario stopped that one from getting out of the zone, and then O'Brien recovers nicely.
Yeah, Max, I mean, we talk about goals scored. We got to think back to that Lindenwood game where they put up 10 and had a shutout as well. Just pure offensive dominance from the Badgers.
Great play from Maddie Wheeler that time around. St. Thomas just struggling to get the puck in their offensive zone, even with a man advantage. Clough with it, looking to break out. She's been a staple on this power play unit for St. Thomas. Tries to get all the way up the ice to Abby Promersberger. That's going to end up being an icing. So Badgers with an offensive zone face-off here and a minute left to kill on the penalty. One slashing penalty and 2 tripping penalties for the Badgers so far today. Might be a point of focus for Mark Johnson. They do have a 5-1 lead, but can't be giving away penalties like that all the time. This Badgers team is so aggressive, though, so it's just bound to happen sometimes. Maddie Clough with it. That one intercepted nicely from Shayla Edwards. Edwards tried to feed it back to Jessie Comfort. Couldn't do so. Promersberger with a nice move that time around. Abby Promersberger gets decked along the boards by Britta Curl. Now Gabby Billing. Billing fighting with Caroline Harvey, and look at the freshman win that battle right there and just clear it down the ice.
Caroline Harvey is everywhere on the ice, wherever you want her to be. She's been perfect today. Perfect so far this season at home for the Badgers.
Sims had a chance there, but Billings going to walk away with the puck and just rip that one around the boards. Shayla Edwards, 15 seconds left on the Badgers penalty kill here. Out to Jenna Hartung. And that one, Kristen Sims with an opportunity here, going 1-on-2 against St. Thomas, but what a great play from Emma Larson to stop Sims from really advancing that time around. Even strength right now between the Badgers and the Tommies. Tommies 1 for 3 on the power play so far today. Katie Kotlowski now with it. Kotlowski slides that one over. I believe that's Woznovich, and a good shot there from Enright, but that one stopped aside by Dobchuk. Kotlowski keeping that one in the zone, and looked like it went over the net. Excuse me, over the boards, I should say. No delay of game, I don't believe, on Katie Kotlowski, so they're still going to stay 5-on-5 just about halfway through this game.
Absolutely, and just a quick shout-out to that young girl in the audience who actually caught that puck. Maybe a future Wisconsin hockey player in her own right.
Hey, who knows? Great crowd here today at LeBon Arena. Wisconsin consistently leads the nation in terms of attendance here at LeBron. Face-off win for the Badgers. Wozniewicz fighting to keep it in the zone. She goes behind her net. Trying to battle, takes it out towards the blue line. Wozniewicz dancing around, shot on goal, deflected wide. Great rebound that time for the Badgers. Another one out in front, but couldn't connect.
There was an opportunity there for Casey O'Brien, just went right past her.
Casey O'Brien with it now, just trying to slide along the boards. Vivian Jungles looked like she might have lost it, or excuse me, Maddie Wheeler might have lost an edge that time around. Now St. Thomas going to take it up the boards. Like Lottie Odnoga that time just shoots that one down the ice. It's going to be an icing on her. So the Badgers with another offensive zone face-off right now. Badgers 22 wins on the face-off so far today as opposed to just 12 for St. Thomas. That's been a staple of this Badgers offense for who knows how many years at this point, pretty much ever since Mark Johnson's been in here.
Absolutely. Their face-off dominance has been so crucial to their offensive success.
Well, that time St. Thomas gets a good face-off win in their defensive zone. Allie Paul with it behind the net. Going to sling that one up. And now Mary Zavarol. Zavarol gets stuffed, but St. Thomas recovers nicely here. Wisconsin gets it. Grace Shirley now going up the boards. Shirley just lets that one go into the offensive zone. And now St. Thomas trying to break out. Now Shirley again. Shirley in the neutral zone. That one stuffed aside by Jurgensen. St. Thomas trying to break that one out. Nicole Valario with it. Valario slap shot. That one goes wide of the net. Bria Parent now. Parent along the far boards. Makes a move. Finds herself in some save. Parent with a shot on goal, but that one gets blocked away by La Montilla. Marianne Picard along the boards. Trying to get into the offensive zone, but played nicely from St. Thomas that time around. Wisconsin in a line change there. Had to be careful to not get too many women on the ice, but Harvey ends up coming away with it. Slides it up alongside the ice, over to Sophie Shirley. Shirley can't handle it out in front. Puck still loose. Now Britta Curl with it, but St. Thomas recovers. Harvey keeping it in the offensive zone. Harvey dances around in front of the net. Great play from Jurgensen that time to not allow Harvey to get a shot off. A lot of Wisconsin bodies around the puck in the offensive zone. Vivian Jungles now. Jungles near the blue line trying to escape a defender. Gives it off to Britta Curl. Curl over to Comfer. Back to Curl. Curl with some space. Shot on goal. That one gets stuffed aside. Loose puck. Sophie Shirley can't capitalize. Dobchek stopping everything in front of the net right now to keep it a 5-1 game.
Great play there by Dobchuk, just resisting that puck.
St. Thomas just trying to get it out of their defensive zone, and finally they do so. Another really good sustained shift for the Badgers, and they're right back there. Jessie Comfer with space. Shot on goal. She scores.
Zooey Mama. 6 goals on the day. Jessie Comfer getting it into the upper right corner. Beautiful pickup goal there. And the 5th-year senior from Norbrook, Illinois is going to make this game a 6-1 game with 7:21 left in the second period, Max.
What a beautiful shot from Comfer. Short side, just over Alexa Dobchuk for her 4th goal of the season. Comfer, a Boston University transfer, was the captain of Boston University last year. Really just playing well under Mark Johnson here at Wisconsin. She also played for the U.S. Olympic team back in this year in 2022. Kirsten Sims in the offensive zone looking to add on. Sims with a shot. That one gloved aside nicely from Dobchak. Puck loose, and now it's frozen. 6-1 Wisconsin. 31 shots on goal for the Badgers. Just 11 for St. Thomas. Badgers just looking to add on to what they did yesterday. Same goal differential with still 7 minutes to go in the second period. Face-off win for the Tommies that time around. They're going to try to get possession of it. Layla Edwards has it now. Edwards with a chance, blocked away nicely from Odnoga. Sims on her knees, handling the puck. Finds a way to retain possession. What a play from her. Shayla Edwards keeps it in the offensive zone. Now racing forward is Claire Enright. Couple of bodies around the puck here. Enright's going to come away with it in front of the net. Enright just gives it away to Shayla Edwards. Edwards tries to get that one deeper into the zone. Layla Edwards along the boards. Kirsten Sims. Sims from behind the net. Looking for a lane, looking for a place to pass it, ends up giving it off back to Edwards. Edwards moving alongside the near boards. Trying to find any space here. St. Thomas doing a good job in their defensive zone, just collapsing on the puck. Edwards, though, however, plays it behind the net. Kirsten Sims with a lane. Shot on goal, stopped aside from Dobchuk. Shayla Edwards now. Edwards moving towards the net. Blocked away from a couple of Tommy's defenders. Believe Maddie Clough was the one who blocked that one. Clough now. Trying to get out of her zone, she does. Moves it into the Badger zone this time. Gervais has to stop and cover up. So it'll be a defensive zone faceoff for the Badgers with 5:52 to go in the second. They're announcing the Jesse Comfer goal here at LeBon Arena. Caroline Harvey with her second assist of the game. And Sophie Shirley gets an apple on that one as well on the Comfer goal. St. Thomas trying to keep that one in their offensive zone, and it's going to go over the net off the stick of Sarah Woznovich.
Sadly, there was no young girl there to catch the puck. Nearly hit an elderly fan in the head. Happy to see that no one got hurt, though. It's going to be another face-off in Badger territory here.
Absolutely. Great crowd here at LeBon Arena. Really is fun, and now looks like they're going to move this face-off. Maybe so the puck went out of play in the neutral zone instead, so the face-off right in front of the Badgers' blue line. And really good job from Casey O'Brien winning that one. Badgers trying to break out along the boards, intended for Maddie Wheeler, and Wheeler has an opportunity here in the offensive zone. Off to O'Brien. Back to Wheeler. Wheeler dancing around the blue line, looking for some space. Mason Toft now. Toft with a shot deflected nicely from Promersberger. Promersberger clears it out of the zone as well, and Woznovich tries to dump it back in here. LaMontia with an opportunity. LaMontia going to shoot on goal, and that one's in.
Good luck at the Bubble Bowl, Squiddy. Nicole LaMontia, goal number 2 on the day. Once again, we said it earlier, Max, LaMontia has one of the fiercest shots that I've ever seen, putting that in once again into the lower left-hand corner.
LaMontia, been a staple in this Badgers lineup for plenty of years now. That is her 3rd goal of the season, 2nd one today. Now 7-1 in favor of the Badgers. They just keep on pouring on here in the second. 5 minutes to go in the period. Harvey, long pass up ice, Helgeson. Helgeson with an opportunity here. She shoots, and that one stopped aside by Dobchuk. Whoa, what a collision that time around. Badgers with the puck behind the net, looking for some space. Grace Shirley with a backhand shot, and Dobchuk bounces on it. Oh, it's getting physical in front of the net now. That's Nicole Valario right there with a little bit of physicality.
The frustration's got to be piling in here for St. Thomas.
Badgers outscoring the Tommies 12-1 so far in this series. Marianne Picard on the faceoff for the Badgers. Jurgensen on it for St. Thomas. That one just exits the zone. Badgers are going to have to recoup. Jurgensen trying to play the puck alongside, but no chance there. Now Harvey has it for Badgers. Grace Shirley with an opportunity and a breakaway here. Shirley gets tied up, tries to recover, and that's going to be a penalty. Shirley got tied up that time around, so the Badgers will go on the power play here.
So that's Haley Maxwell in the penalty box right now for St. Thomas.
Yeah, that's going to be a hook on Haley Maxwell, so the Badgers now, they'll get their second opportunity of the day on the power play. 0 for 1 so far tonight. Trying to make it an 8-1 lead. .35 shots on goal almost through 2 periods of play for Wisconsin, just pouring it on. They win the faceoff. Claire Enright now. Enright with a shot on goal, but that one goes wide. Nice recovery there from St. Thomas, but they're unable to clear it. Kitty Kotlowski gives it on up. Looked like someone lost their edge there. I believe that's Marianne Picard. It might be a penalty. This looks like it might be a 5-on-3 opportunity here for the Badgers. What an opportunity to make it a 7-goal game.
Absolutely it is. Anna Solheim now going into the penalty box, joining her teammate Haley Maxwell. It's going to be 5-on-3 for the next minute 41 seconds, which should take us to nearly the end of the second period. Badgers have an opportunity to put up 8 on the board here.
Big moment here for Wisconsin, just trying to keep on adding on. Picard on the faceoff for Wisconsin. She's going to lose that one, but the Badgers recover nicely. Kotlowski has it now. Kotlowski slides it alongside the blue line. Jungles had a little bit of trouble, but played it back in. Now Kotlowski again. Kotlowski with a shot on goal. That one off the post. Really close to making it 8-1, but the Badgers recover nicely. Jungles with a shot now, and that one goes wide.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Max. I thought that one completely went in for a second.
Claire Enright. Enright has an opportunity here. Slides it across the ice. Picard now stopped by Dobchuk. Dobchuk has been tested extremely heavily through almost 2 periods of play. Has given up a good amount of goals, but Joel Johnson electing to keep her in there. She looks good so far on this power play opportunity.
Yeah, you can see Alexa Dobchuk starting to get pretty frustrated out there. Really trying to get her head into the game, especially at such a shorthanded play right now. Minute 10 on the double power play.
Still 5-on-3 for the Badgers. La Montilla now to Bookbinder. Badgers just passing it alongside the blue line, looking for some space down low. Back to La Montilla. Bookbinder. Well, some tic-tac-toe and quick passing between the two defensewomen here. Gives it up down low yet again. Shot in front and they score! Oh, captain, my captain. Britta Curl with the goal, and the Badgers lead 8-1.
Yeah, Britta Curl with that beautiful goal, just saying straight up, who do you think you are? I am. Badgers now up 8-1. Beautiful play, beautiful goal, beautiful everything. Badgers now still have 1:08 left on the double power play. They can absolutely capitalize again.
Britta Curl, look at that passing. Just beautiful stuff from the captain. 3rd goal of the season for Curl, and now the Wisconsin Badgers leading 8-1 over St. Thomas. Still 3 minutes to go, and the Badgers still with the woman advantage here. 1 minute left on the penalty to Anna Solheim. Badgers trying to bring it back in their offensive zone. O'Brien with it. Passes it behind the net. This is Maddie Wheeler. Gives it off to Harvey. Harvey dancing alongside the blue line. Thought about a slap shot, but gives it to O'Brien. O'Brien with the shot on goal, but it looked like Maddie Wheeler got in front of that one. Woznovich. Woznovich behind the net, looking for a lane, finds one. That's Shayla Edwards, back to Caroline Harvey. Harvey across ice, Casey O'Brien. Maddie Wheeler shot on goal, but it just misses. Shayla Edwards. Alongside the near boards, Casey O'Brien gives it down low. Woznovich in front of the net, but good defensive play. That time from Gabby Billing to just get the puck out of there.
Yeah, great clear right there. They have 16 seconds left in the power play.
One more push for Wisconsin. Woznovich gives it off this time around. This is O'Brien once again. O'Brien off to Wheeler. Wheeler with a shot on goal, glove down by Dobchuk.
Great glove save there by Dobchuk, protecting that crease, protecting the openness right between her leg and the post there. 2 seconds left, so pretty much the power play is over.
Sophie Shirley and Natalie Bookbinder with the assists on the 5-on-3 power play goal from Britta Curl. Make it 8-1 Wisconsin. Face-off win yet again. 1 second left on the penalty kill, and we're back at even strength here. Solheim kind of behind the defensewoman there, and they were trying to get it to her, but she had to get off and make a change quickly, so the Badgers recover. Alongside the near boards, Jurgensen fighting for it. Same with Parent for St. Thomas. Parent trying to get into the offensive zone, but Mason Topp staying tough out there. Jurgensen with the shot on goal, but Gervais stops that one.
That was a great shot right there by Jurgensen, and once again a great save by Gervais, getting her chest into it and just perfectly blocking that with her chest pad. It's going to be a face-off now in Wisconsin territory with 1:51 left in the second period.
St. Thomas just trying to survive the second period and get back to the locker room, maybe reset for the third. A 7-goal lead for the Badgers with just under 2 minutes to go in the second period. Wisconsin moves it out of their defensive zone, but St. Thomas puts it right back in. Mason Toff now trying to break out. Layla Edwards. Layla Edwards just bodying Nicole Valario there. It's so hard to play defense on Layla Edwards. She's so big and strong, standing at 6 feet tall from Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Valario moves that one into the offensive zone, but Jungles recovers, plays it behind the net for Toft. Now Edwards. Edwards, great pass that time to Sims. Sims with an opportunity, but Dobchek gets out there.
A little bit of too much of a touch for Sims there. Really great opportunity. Literally just her against the goalie, against Dobchuk.
Just left that one a little bit too far, a little too powerful of a pass from Edwards for Sims. But the Badgers recover nicely. 1 minute left to go in the second. St. Thomas with an offensive possession here. This is Zavarol with it. Zavarol loses the puck, though, and look at the speed of Marianne Picard. Picard racing up the ice here. 2-on-2 opportunity, but she loses the puck that time around. Really nice play from Lottie Odnoga. As Zavarol's going to try to take it up the ice. Picard trying to take that one away, and Gervais shoves it aside. Shirley now up the near boards. Pass along, shot on goal, almost deflected, but stopped aside by Gervais.
Showing some anger right there is Mary Zavarol. Not happy at all for getting tripped up by the net here. 19 seconds left in the period.
Katie Kotlowski tries to dump that one in. Picard plays it behind the net. Kotlowski once again, 10 seconds to go in the period. Kotlowski with a shot on goal, deflected and stuffed aside. Out of the zone, 4 seconds left, and that looks like it's going to do it here in the second period. And what a period it was for Wisconsin. They scored 4 in the first. They scored 4 in the second, again, to make it an 8-1 game over St. Thomas. Matt, anything stand out to you that period? Certainly a lot of fireworks here at LeBon Arena.
You know, offense. I think it's just got to come down to offense. Over and over, time and time again. We've seen so far this season, Wisconsin.
in there in replacement of Alexa Dobchuk. Dobchuk finishes her night with 31 saves on 39 shots. So Malacha in there, face-off at center ice. St. Thomas trying to get that one in the offensive zone. Badgers back out and trying to break away. This is Comfer with it. Comfer all the way up the ice. Haley Maxwell racing for it. It's going to be an icing early on in this third period. So 38 shots on goal through 2 periods for Wisconsin as a team, as opposed to just 14 for St. Thomas. Last night, Wisconsin outshot St. Thomas 43-9. So just continuing on with a fantastic trend for them as they win another faceoff in their defensive zone. Berta Curl trying to slide that one alongside the boards, but a really nice job there from Solheim to try to keep it in. Now it's out to Shirley. Shirley racing up the ice with a little bit of room. 1-on-3 right now. Passes it back to Comfer. Comfer travels behind the net for Wisconsin. Lets it loose, and now Curl takes over. Curl looking for someplace to go with it. Gives it off to Comfer. Back out towards the blue line. Bookbinder. Try to get it to Comfer that time around. But really nice play that time. And Comfer with a great defensive play to get the puck right back. Berta Curl, cross-ice pass. This is Wozniewicz. Wozniewicz with a great move. Out in front, but it gets gloved down by Maleka. First test for Maggie Maleka in net for St. Thomas. Wheeler slides that one alongside the boards. Casey O'Brien with some space. She shoots, but Maleka gloves that one aside. Rebounding from Wozniewicz. Tries to slide it up alongside the boards, but Ali Paul's going to come with it.
Yeah, 2 great saves in a row by Maggie Maleka. Just starting off this period with 18:41 left in it. And it seems like this goalie shift is starting to work a little bit.
2 shots on goal already for the Badgers here in the third period. Maddie Wheeler now at center ice, slides it up to O'Brien. O'Brien with a step. O'Brien towards the goal, off the blocker of Maleka. Now Hartung has it for St. Thomas. Hartung getting battled by Layla Edwards. What a poke check that time from Edwards. As now Claire Enright with it. Enright in front of the goal, shot on, but stopped aside by Maleka. Boy, only 2 minutes in, and Maleka is being tested heavily.
Absolutely. Wisconsin's offense staying fierce no matter what it is, even with the goalie shift.
Now St. Thomas looking to advance the puck in their offensive zone. This is Parent with it. Parent trying to dance around the boards there, but getting stopped by 2 Badger defenders, but Parent still has possession. That time Layla Edwards with the poke check once again. Jungles slides alongside the boards. Emma Larson with a nice job keeping that one in for St. Thomas. Now there's a battle. Looks like Jungles and Almig fighting for it. Almig put that one in front of the net, but Clough takes it at the blue line. Clough shot on. That one shot wide. Almig out in front. Loose puck, but Gervais covers it up.
That's a good save there by Gervais. While we have a brief break in the action, I just want to thank everyone on the Wisconsin Athletics crew and the Big Ten Network crew, including Jake Zink, who still starts Matthew Stafford in fantasy football. Truly a dire sign of the times, Max.
Very dire indeed. Back here at LeBon, 8-1 in favor of the Badgers. Another face-off win for Wisconsin. Helgeson with it. Slides it up. Kotlowski bringing that into the offensive zone. Shot on. Maleka stops that one, and the rebound goes right to Maya Almig. Almig gets tripped up that time around, but no penalty called, so the Badgers try to get it back in their offensive zone. Little dump in. St. Thomas trying to get that one out. This is Almig trying to clear out of the defensive zone, and Picard ends up having it right around center ice. Picard battling 4 St. Thomas defenders. Slides it in front of the net, but they couldn't connect. Now Kotlowski has it. Kotlowski moves the puck behind the net. Jurgensen for St. Thomas. Alongside the boards, intended for Zavarol. Well, Wisconsin's going to retain possession here. Helgeson racing the puck alongside the boards here with Almig. Slides it over to Picard. Marianne Picard, cross-ice pass, just left a little bit behind Bookbinder. Back behind the net. Sophie Shirley now. Shirley with speed all the way around the ice, and looks like a penalty's coming up here against St. Thomas. Empty net for the Badgers. Comfer coming up. Comfer cross-ice pass to Bookbinder. 6-on-5 for Wisconsin. La Mantilla slides that one up. Comfer. Over to O'Brien. O'Brien in front of the net. Deflection shot on goal, and finally St. Thomas touches up here, so the Badgers will go on the power play once again with 16-11 left in the third period. Looks like Maddie Jurgensen's going to be the one who goes to the box for St. Thomas.
If there's one thing St. Thomas does not want right now, it's to give any other offensive efforts to the Badgers. They're giving them a massive opportunity right now. 2-minute power play here for the Badgers. And are they going to extend this lead one further?
Both teams 1 for 3 on the power play. Face-off win for Wisconsin, although there's a close tie-up for it. Eventually, Bookbinder ends up with it. Wisconsin dancing around the blue line. La Montilla now. Slides that one down. This is Comfer. Back to La Montilla. Very patient offense for the Badgers here. Comfer in the slot. Comfer! Good opportunity that time around, but couldn't connect with Curl cleanly. And what a stop that time from Gabby Billing. Billing racing up the ice, but Gervais is going to come out of net to play that one.
Yeah, Billing's been the offensive hero tonight for the Tommies, putting up their lone goal. Just a great effort there, clearing it from the Wisconsin zone. Or clearing it, from the St. Thomas zone, getting aggressive into the Wisconsin zone, but not able to put anything together.
Just about 1:15 left on the penalty on Maddie Jurgensen. Jesse Comfer moving into the offensive zone. Comfer with some space, looks for one out in front, could not connect. Comfer again in the slot, slides it up to the blue line. La Montilla gives to Bookbinder. Back to La Montilla, back to Comfer. This is some crisp passing from Wisconsin here. Bookbinder now with a shot on goal, but Malika stops that one. St. Thomas trying to clear, and they do so. 45 seconds remaining on the Wisconsin power play. Maddie Wheeler getting challenged that time from Lucy Bianchi. That's the captain of this St. Thomas squad. Really a great player is Bianchi, but now Wisconsin racing up the ice. This is Wozniewicz. Wozniewicz makes a move, stops on a pivot right there. Casey O'Brien now. Now to the blue line. Harvey with a shot on goal. Stopped aside by Malika.
Harvey is on her game tonight. Great
shot in front.
There.
Malika stops that one again. Maddie Wheeler with the opportunity. Casey O'Brien now. Malika stops that one. Loose puck out in front, but Malika dives on it. Boy, Malika, this third period has looked fantastic early on.
Malika has been nuts to start this third period. Just to get an updated look at the saves for her tonight. Doesn't look like we have an update here, but at the same time, I think it is around 7 so far, and it is 9 so far, which is remarkable. Just 5 minutes into the period.
Wisconsin putting a ton of pressure on Malika and this Tommy's defense. 9 seconds left with the woman advantage. St. Thomas with a face-off win, but Wisconsin recovers. Jungles with a shot on goal, almost deflected in by Enright. Even strength now between the two teams. Wisconsin moves to 1 for 4 on the power play today. They still have possession. Jungles slides that one down to Enright. Out in front. Looked like it's going to be played by a high stick off of Vivian Jungle, so the face-off will come outside of the Badgers zone. 48 shots on goal through basically 2 1/4 periods now for the Badgers. Just a great offensive showing for them. Kirsten Sims on the face-off. 2 number 27s on the faceoff as well with Anna Promersberger. But Wisconsin wins that one. They go into the offensive zone now. Valario tried to clear it out. She couldn't do so. Kotlowski with a long shot on goal, but blocked off nice by Haley Maxwell.
Yeah, it was a great shot. If Haley Maxwell wasn't there, that actually had a real chance of going in there. Kotlowski playing some real heads-up hockey here. Always getting those efforts in, always trying to drive the puck towards the goal.
Zavarol made a little run that time, but Layla Edwards stopped it nicely. Edwards now with a move into the offensive zone. Couldn't get there. Emma Larson behind her own net. Passes that one off the boards, intended for Stensley, but Sims with an opportunity here. Gives it off to Helgeson. Helgeson in the slot with a shot on goal, but that one right into the chest of Malika.
It's a Sophie Helgeson, the sophomore from Roseau, Minnesota. So far, 41 games played in her career, and it looks like 2 assists so far.
Face-off in the Badgers zone here. 13-16 left to go in the third period of play. Face-off win for Marianne Picard that time around, but St. Thomas recovers. They get it out of their zone. This is Solheim with it, going up alongside the boards, fighting with Bookbinder. A nice play from St. Thomas that time to just keep possession of the puck. Oh, mistake that time from the Badgers, and now Monreen with an opportunity. Shoots that one on goal, but stuffed aside by Mason Toft. Helgeson trying to make a move along the near boards.
That was a great play there by Helgeson, getting it clear of Monreen.
Now the Badgers around center ice. Toft just lays that one into the offensive zone. Badgers going to race after it. Grace Shirley battling for it. with Promersberger. St. Thomas looking to break out. Solheim gives this one up to Monreen. Monreen with a shot on net, but LaMantia gets in front of that one.
Once again, Nicole LaMantia has been everywhere tonight, breaking up that potential shot right there.
Picard with some space moving into the offensive zone. Picard with a shot on goal, but Malika stops it.
Just a little bit too high for Marianne Picard.
LaMantia swings that one down low, intended for Curl, and Curl trying to race and out physical some Tommies, and she does so. This is Harvey near the blue line with a long shot. Might have been a pass for Comfer, looking to get a deflection in there. Now Comfer alongside the far boards. Gives it off to Curl. Deflected off of a Tommy. I believe that was Maddie Clough getting in the way of that pass, but look at the forecheck for Wisconsin. St. Thomas just having a tough time getting out of their defensive zone. Sophie Shirley looked like she might have gotten hooked that time, no call. St. Thomas just trying to do anything. Sophie Shirley. There's some great pressure that time around. Britta Curl keeps the puck in the offensive zone, and look at that. Badgers regain possession here. Jessie Comfer now. Behind the opposition's net. Comfer looking for somewhere with the puck. Getting defended really nicely from Allie Paul, and she's just going to end up dumping it behind the net. Clough gives it off to Billing. Billing, finally, St. Thomas can clear it out of their defensive zone, but right back in is Wozniewicz. Wozniewicz with a shot on goal, just missed the net. Wheeler, off to Harvey. Some really good passing and some really good pressure from Wisconsin here in this third. Harvey dancing alongside the blue line. Trying to get away from Jenna Hartung. She swings it down low. Maddie Wheeler now. Wheeler tried to slide that one in front of the net. Now O'Brien has it. Just good patience here from Wisconsin. Cross-ice pass. Mason Toff had an opportunity, but the pass was too fiery.
That was a great
Maddie Wheeler with an opportunity, saved Malika. Badgers recover nicely, though. Maddie Wheeler once again with the puck. Pass across ice. Vivian Jungles takes it out of their offensive zone. 50 shots on goal for Wisconsin today. Mason Toff brings it in. Allie Paul trying to clear it, trying to get it past Casey O'Brien, and St. Thomas in dire need of a line change just dumps that one down. Jungles now with an opportunity. Long pass up, but Jungles is going to slide it alongside the boards. Kirsten Sims tried to handle it, couldn't do so. St. Thomas going the other way. That's Bria Parent with it. Parent moving behind the Wisconsin net. Parent still has it now. Gives it up to Haley Maxwell. And Maxwell's just going to dump it in. Maya Almick fighting for it. Now Jurgensen as well in there. Jurgensen loses Shayla Edwards that time around. As Edwards lost an edge, passes it back out. Emma McCauley with the shot on goal, but Gervais gloves it down.
Great glove save there by Jane Gervais. Just keeping that focus no matter what's going on around her. It's going to be a face-off now in Wisconsin territory, but how many times have you seen Jane Gervais using that glove today?
Only the second shot on goal for St. Thomas in the third period, and you're absolutely right. Jane Gervais has looked very, very good in net. Only giving up one goal on 16 shots now. Face-off win for the Badgers. Katie Kotlowski with it. Badgers looking to break out. This is Kirsten Sims. Sims into the offensive zone. 2-on-2. Sims with a shot off the crossbar.
Right off the post right there. So close for Kirsten Sims.
Now St. Thomas looking to counter the other way. But the Badgers snuff that one out nicely. Claire Enright gives it alongside the boards to Sims. Sims in the middle of the ice now. This is Kotlowski. Into the St. Thomas defensive zone. Ooh, what a great move that time around from Anna Promersberger. Now this is Zavarall. Mary Zavarall gets countered by three Wisconsin defenders. Helgeson trying to play it off the boards, but Emma Larson lays a nice hit on her.
Great play by Larson. Great head-outs hockey right there.
Promersberger and Larson behind their own net. Here comes the forecheck for the Badgers, trying to keep that one in the offensive zone. They can't do anything. Good opportunity here for the Tommy. Shot on goal, but Gervais, right in the middle of her chest, makes another save.
Gervais has been so dominant tonight, letting in only one goal on 17 shots. She's been pretty much perfect overall, and just again using that awareness that we just spoke about, getting her chest pad right there and getting that nice block. What a play.
That was Lauren Stensley with the shot on goal that time around. Face-off win for the Badgers. Trying to clear it as bookbinder, and she does so successfully. St. Thomas to recoup in their own defensive zone. Emma Larson trying to slide that one up the ice, but Bookbinder has it. Now Jessie Comfer with a nice play. Comfer with some speed, but she gets met right at the blue line of St. Thomas. I believe that was Lottie Ognoga with the hit that time around for the Tommies, but the Badgers looking to get right back in the offensive zone. 8 minutes to go here in the third period. No goals yet in this third. Still 8-1 Wisconsin. Bookbinder with pass out in front. Good opportunity there for Sophie Shirley, but she just missed the net.
Great opportunity for Shirley. Just couldn't really get the puck on her stick for that backhander.
Bookbinder gives it to La Montilla. Already has 2 goals today. Makes a move. Shot on net. Stopped away by Malika. Another one. That time frozen by Malika again. Man, the freshman from Northfield, Minnesota, looking fantastic here. 12 shots on goal in this third period for the Badgers. All of them stopped by Maggie Malika so far. Her teammates giving her some props right now, too, saying thanks for some help.
Absolutely. If you're St. Thomas, the reason you're still in this is Maggie Malika. And if you want to put up some points here, and you want to have a real chance of winning this match, you just got to get the puck out of your zone.
It's a tough hill to climb, down 7 goals here. Jungles with the puck out in front, but stopped away nicely that time from Odnoga. Woznovich with it, getting battled on closely by Gabby Billing. Woznovich trying to keep it in the offensive zone. She does. Now this is O'Brien. Look at Gabby Billing. Just playing extremely physical there. She's the one with the puck right now. Maddie Clough with it. And the wheels on Maddie Wheeler. Almost kept that puck in the Wisconsin offensive zone.
Yeah, living up to her last name right there, Maddie Wheeler. Just the speed, the versatility, the ability to shift. So good.
Maddie Wheeler brought that one in the offensive zone yet again. Now there's a fight alongside the far boards. Like Woznovich lost her footing that time around. Casey O'Brien has it behind the net. Off to Harvey now. Harvey swings it down low for Wheeler. They're just going to keep on going around the boards here. 6:45 to go in the third. Jungles in a fight for it. Ooh, great move there from Layla Edwards. Gives it back off to Jungles. Jungles with a shot on goal, deflected wide and into the netting here at LeBon Arena. 8-1 Wisconsin, 6:33 left. This third period, more of the same. Although there hasn't been any goals scored, Badgers keep on putting on pressure. 15 shots here in the third.
Absolutely. We're going to have another face-off here, but just a lot of offensive pressure from the Badgers like it has been all game, and also just all since they've started their home season at LeBon.
Face-off win that time for St. Thomas, but immediately a giveaway to Kotlowski. Enright racing forward into the offensive zone. Enright ends up winning that race going around the net. Enright gives it on up. This is now Shayla Edwards with it. Edwards, Shayla, and Layla, I should say, on the same side right there, and this time it's Layla now. Edwards just protecting the puck, letting that one fall deeper into the zone, but nicely recovered there from Allie Paul. Paul clears it out. And tries to get into the Badger zone this time. Badgers looking to advance to 5-1-0 this season if they could hold on. And here's a great opportunity. Helgeson gives that one up to Edwards. Edwards off the crossbar.
And just all these shots from the Badgers are just hitting the crossbar. It just does not stop for them. Look at that effort from Marianne Picard there.
What a
staying with
hit.
the puck.
Man, these rookies for Wisconsin have looked stellar this year. We've already touched on Caroline Harvey, but Marianne Picard looks fantastic as well. We know she's not a rooker, but Jessie Comfer, a new Badger, has been fundamentally key.
And
in
also,
this
Max,
offense.
let's talk about Claire Enright, who's put up some really
absolutely.
nice shots tonight.
You're absolutely right, Matt. The future of Wisconsin hockey is looking very bright here at LeBon Arena, as this looks like a penalty is coming up here on the Badgers, I believe. Might be an interference call. Looks like it's going to be. Looks like it's going to be on Mason Toft. So another power play for the Tommies here. They're 1 for 3 so far today. Mason Toft, 2 minutes for interference. So the only goal of the day for St. Thomas came on a power play in the second period, really early in the second period. Now they're trying to take advantage again, but face-off win for the Badgers, and they clear it down immediately. And Matt, I mean, just how key has it been? 43 face-off wins for Wisconsin as opposed to 15 for St. Thomas.
I mean, look, Max, if you want to be competitive in a hockey game, it all comes down to facing off.
How about that opportunity stuffed away nicely from Britta Curl?
Yeah, as I was saying there, just It all comes about how you face off and how you get possession of that puck. Winning those face-offs are so crucial to just retaining your possession in a crucial zone. Wisconsin's been stellar. St. Thomas just needs to work on it, but at the same time, Wisconsin's been so dominant when it comes to face-offs that even no matter how much work they do, they might not even be able to stand a chance against it.
Clough took that one into the zone, but it was cleared out by Wisconsin. It just feels like Wisconsin does a lot of the little things right, and credit has to go to Mark Johnson for that. I mean, the winningest coach in NCAA women's collegiate history in his 20th year with the Badgers, as St. Thomas trying to bring this one into the offensive zone, but Wheeler clears it out, actually off the referee.
Yeah.
Bianchi with an opportunity. Bianchi with a shot deflected wide, and Gervais. Did she make that save? She did.
I think she did. That was a stellar save by Jane Gervais. Are you kidding me?
What a stop from Jane Gervais with the right pad. Let's see that one again. Is she getting an ovation here? What an opportunity for Lucy Bianchi that time around with a great stop. The initial save that time from Gervais. The rebound chance. Oh, boy, that's a beauty right there.
And that's so tough to guard against right there. And Gervais executed it flawlessly.
So St. Thomas, after feeling a little bit robbed that time from Jane Gervais, getting into the offensive zone, but stuffed away nicely from Nicole LaMontia. 38 seconds to go on the St. Thomas power play. Mason Toff, 2 minutes for interference. St. Thomas looking to break out, but bad pass that time. Claire Enright almost had an opportunity, but Gabby Billing, good job stuffing that one out. Jenna Hartung with it. Hartung moving into the offensive zone, looking for Promersberger, but now Casey O'Brien has it. O'Brien with some space and time here. 15 seconds left on the Badgers power play. O'Brien with an opportunity, looking for Jungles, but just left a little too far.
Yeah, a little bit too much of a touch there by O'Brien.
Oh, what a smart play from O'Brien that time around with a shot on goal, and she scores! What a play from Casey O'Brien. Put that one in the highlight reel.
Absolutely. Casey O'Brien just with a wonderful play there. Wraparound goal. Awareness right into the upper corner. The owner of the white sedan, you left your headlights on. That was phenomenal.
I think she hit that one off of the back of the net. Look at that. Casey O'Brien with just a genius play that time to make it 9-1 Wisconsin.
Absolutely unreal what Wisconsin is doing right now.
A shorthanded goal for Casey O'Brien makes it 9-1. Now the teams are at even strength. Wisconsin just pouring on with under 3 minutes to go in the third period as an icing's going to get called. Now O'Brien was a top 10 finalist for the Patty Kazmaier Award last season. She was third team All-WCHA. In my opinion, that's a little too low for someone who's in the top 10 for the Patty Kazmaier, but she's on a mission so far this year.
Yeah, she's been so good. There's really no other words to say it. She's been so dominant.
Fourth goal of the season for O'Brien.
Easily one of the best centers in the WCHA.
Maybe in all of collegiate hockey as well.
Absolutely.
What a good replacement to have for Daryl Watts, too, in her first year gone from the program. Mary Zavarol back behind the Badgers net, but getting cut off by Kotlowski. Claire Enright trying to take it out of the zone. Nice team play with her and Kirsten Sims. Lauren Stensley there to stop it, but Kirsten Sims gets it into the offensive zone. Enright now tries to hand it off to Edwards, stopped nicely by Stensley. Now Zavarol. Try to have a long ice pass to Stensley. St. Thomas just content with throwing that one into the Badgers zone. 2 minutes to go in the game. Wisconsin up 9-1. This one all but over.
And even though Wisconsin's up by so much, we know that they like to fight until the last breath, until the last second. They're going to do anything they can to get some more points on this board.
Looks like there's going to be a penalty coming up on the Badgers yet again to end this game. Looks like it's going to be a trip on Kirsten Sims. Goal being announced here, the shorthander from Casey O'Brien, her fourth of the season. O'Brien's having herself a day as well. 2 assists already and now a goal to add on to it. 9 goals, 8 different goal scorers for Wisconsin. You got to love the team play, and Mark Johnson has to love that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just been nonstop for the Badgers here. The teamwork has been very, very evident to anyone who's watching here. Just overall, just the way that they're able to function as a unit and obviously just stay so present in the offense, really just resist anything that comes down into their zone. It's phenomenal. It's nothing short of incredible. And what a job Mark Johnson has done for this program.
In his 20th season as a head coach, nothing short of legendary for Mark Johnson.
Absolutely.
Look at the aggressiveness here from Wisconsin with 1:30 left to go. Down a woman on the ice. They're still finding a way to keep that puck in the offensive zone. Jurgensen now tries to get that one into their offensive zone, but Bookbinder comes away with it. Going to just pass that one up alongside the boards. Grace Shirley trying to continue it forward. Haley Maxwell for St. Thomas. She gives that one off to Parent. Parent to Almick. Almick now in the offensive zone alongside the near boards. Almick around the net. Was looking for a wraparound, stuffed away nicely. Puck out in front, but no one could connect. Haley Maxwell there. Less than a minute to go. Shot on goal. Jane Gervais stopped that one. Puck back out of the zone. 49 seconds to go left in the game. Cola Montia hits off the chest of Haley Maxwell that time, and Maxwell just slings that one across the ice. Valario now. Valario lost an edge that time around. So the Wisconsin Badgers recover. Grace Shirley clears it down, and there's about 30 seconds to go left in the game.
Don't count out Wisconsin still. Waskalevich with the puck.
Woznovich that time trying to get that into the offensive zone. Caroline Harvey now with an opportunity. Harvey with the shot on goal. Rebound attempt. That one left just wide. Marianne Picard. 9 seconds to go left in the game. Caroline Harvey just going to take this one back and waste away the clock. The Badgers going to win this one 9-1 over St. Thomas. They get the sweep in their first game in WCHA play this season. They outshoot them 54-20 in game 2, and there's a lot of things to cover. But Matt, how many people or who really stood out to you in today's game?